I'm so excited and so proud of myself for how much I read this month. I definitely could have read more. I'm trying to read Harry Potter and I seriously have not been able to like get through that book. I'm on the 4th one and it's taking me forever to get through it. But anyway, we're gonna go through all the books that I read in January. I ended up reading 7 books this month and I loved them all. Like, this was the best reading month I think I've ever had. Let's get started with the books that I read of January. So the first one that I read was like technically at the end of December, but I'm putting it in January because yeah, and that was The Risk by Elle Kennedy. This was the first book that I read by her. I know that you're supposed to read off campus first. I already had the first 2 of the Briar U books, and I know you can technically read them as a standalone, so that's why I read this one first. I'm gonna get a little synopsis about this. So you have Brenna and Jake. I am obsessed with them, number 1. Number 2, they had such good chemistry. It's like bad girl and like sweet boy kind of trope, and like they both kind of just fall for each other at the same time, and like it's low-key enemies to lovers. A lot of people say this is like a fake relationship, which like there is that, but like for like 3 chapters, in my opinion, I wouldn't really count this as like a fake relationship trope or anything. I would more count it as like enemies to lovers. But I really enjoyed this book. I gave this a 5 out of 5 because I loved it, and I love Brenna and Jake. I love their aesthetic. I made a whole Pinterest board on all of these books, by the way, if you want to go see like the aesthetics for some of these I read, because I'm really proud of it. But yeah, I like this book a lot. I thought it was super cute and I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Next one. So the next book that I read was The Chase by Elle Kennedy. As I said, I had the first 2 of these books, so I wanted to read them. I cannot decide between these 2. Number 1, because they're so freaking good. I wish that these books were longer. I really do. I wish that I could just see their relationship a little bit more. I don't know. I loved it. This is technically the first one to this. I read them out of order, but Brenna and Summer are friends. So like you get Summer's book and then you get Brenna's book and then you get Fitz and Jake. By the way, this is like a hockey player romance type of book, sports romance. So yeah, but Jake goes to Harvard and plays like on a completely different team, and then Fitz is like the one that actually goes to Briar University. But you get Summer and Fitz in this one, and this is definitely Grumpy Sunshine. Very Grumpy Sunshine. She moves in with these like 3 guys on the hockey team because her brother like got her into the apartment because she needed somewhere to live, and so now she lives with them, and I thought it was really good. I really liked it. Fitz is very closed off, but he's so sweet. Like once you kind of get to know him and once he opens up, oh my gosh, what? But like once he opens up, he is so freaking sweet, guys. I loved him. I love her. She doesn't give up for anything, and I freaking love that. She is so sunshine, and it's so cute. I give this one a 5 out of 5. I love this book. Also, please bear with me while I do this video because it's been a while since I've read any of these, and I keep on looking at my notes on my computer, so yeah. The next one that I read was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. If you guys have not seen my reading vlog for this book, then go watch that. You get to see all my reactions to everything. Also, this was the first book that I've ever tabbed, with some very big tabs that I had. I kind of low-key hate it, but whatever. Anyway, I love this one. There's only been 2 books in my life that has actually made me cry. It Ends With Us. I did not cry for that, but I almost got close to it. But there are only 2 books in the world that's ever made me cry. One of them is A Night. It's a Holocaust like non-fiction book. I read that one in high school. It made me cry. I can't even think about it because it makes me so sad. And then number 2 was this book. The character development, the storyline, the fact that like you don't just see a love story in this. You really don't. You get so much more than that. You get heartbreak and love and redemption, and oh my gosh, this book hurts me. As much as I love Tate and Miles, I think my favorite character was the old man, Cap. I love Cap, best character. But seriously guys, like this book is so freaking good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Go read it. It's worth it. The next one for my physical books that I reread Twisted Love because I got it in the mail. I first read this on Kindle Unlimited, and then I was like, I need the paperback copies of all these books. So I have both Twisted Love and Twisted Games. I've read both of them, and also Twisted Hate just came out, and I will be getting that book as soon as I have the money. I heard Twisted Hate is like one of the best ones out of the whole thing, and I've seen the pictures comparing the sizes to the other ones, and that one is thick. Anyway, Twisted Love is my favorite book on this entire planet. Like, Like, it is so good. It is honestly my favorite book ever. So Twisted Love is about Ava and Alex. Alex is Ava's brother's best friend, so it is brother's best friend. It's enemies to lovers. It's very grumpy sunshine. It's very sunshine, kind of like loses her sunshine. It's so good. The freaking twist during this book, oh my gosh, it was so good. It was written so well. Like, I did not expect that at all until it happened. So I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but a lot of these books are really spicy. They have a lot of spicy scenes in there. I personally skipped them because I don't want to read that. But just fair warning to all the young reviewers out there and everything like that, I would look up both the age recommendation for these books and then number 2, the trigger warnings, especially for Ugly Love and Twisted Love. Just make sure to look those up before you start reading it, because I found that they had some like triggering kind of stuff that might not have people feeling the best. Anyway, but yeah, so there you go. Fair warning to everybody out there. And this just kept me on my toes the entire time. Both times I read this book, I read it in one day. I read it like in a 24-hour period because it was so good and I could not put it down, and I tabbed so much in here. Let's see if I have a quote. You told me once there's something beautiful waiting for me, something that will restore my faith in life. I found it. It's you. The fact that Alex would do anything for Ava, like at a drop of like a pen or something, he would do it. He would do anything for her, and I freaking love that. I give this book 5 out of 5. It's great. Go read it. It's beautiful. Yes. And then the last book for my physical books I read The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I did at the end of this month get all of the off-campus books, so I have all 5 of them. I still need 2 of the Bar U books, but the fact that like I almost have this entire series. Anyway, I read this one. I like this book. Don't get me wrong, I think it's amazing. I freaking love Garrett. I love Garrett Graham, and the fact that he would not let Hannah go, and the fact that he fought for him and Hannah so much. And I love Hannah. Well, I can't say I love her. She was honestly kind of like, girl, what are you doing right now? A lot of the times in the book. But I did really like it. It did take me about until like half of the book to really get into it, but I did like it. Yeah, I gave this book a 3.8 because I was like, it's not 4-star worthy, but it's not like a 3.5. It's like right in that middle, so I did give it a 3.8. I did like this book, but it wasn't my favorite out of any of them. So yeah, so that's all of the physical books that I read. I did read 2 on my Kindle before my Kindle decided that it wanted to like not work anymore, so I don't actually have my Kindle with me, but I did read 2 books on there before my Kindle was stupid. So the first book that I read this month on my Kindle was Throttled by Lauren Asher. This book, oh my gosh. So you get Noah and Maya, and Noah is like this race car driver type of person, and then you have Maya, who her brother just got onto the same team as Noah, and she traveled with her brother in the team, and she also starts to become like a YouTuber because she graduated college, and she's just traveling the world, living her life, having a great time, and it's amazing. She goes with her brother on this team, and then she meets Noah. It's very much, it's kind of like a slow burn. It's like the middle of like fast and slow. It's not like so slow, but it's not like super fast that they get together, and it's very much like guy changes for her. It's a secret relationship. It's, oh my gosh, I freaking love them. I love Maya. I think that she's amazing. It's kind of forbidden romance, kind of enemies to lovers. I literally put on here race cars, question mark, question mark, question mark. I am gonna read you a quote because I really loved it. His shade of blue easily became my favorite, reminding me of Barcelona's coastal waters. I don't know why, but I love that quote. I initially gave it a 5 out of 5, but I think going back and thinking, like rethinking the book, I would give it a 4.5 now. Not because it's bad or anything, like it's still really good. It just didn't give me that like 5-star feel, you know what I mean? I am really excited to finish the rest of this series. I really want to get the physical books of Collided and the last 3. I don't really care to get this one on paperback, but I want the other ones on paperback because I heard that those ones are like so much better than this one. Not that the book was bad, but it just didn't give me that 5-star feel. So the next book that I read was From Lukov with Love. I did give this one a 4 out of 5 because I did not like that he called her Meatball. I thought that was a little bit odd. So you have Jasmine and Ivan. I love them. It is grumpy. The banter in this book, the fact that they like literally hate each other and then somehow fall in love. You just need to read it. Like, I don't want to tell you so much about it because like you just need to read it because it's like so good. Like 90% of this book was them like quite literally just hating each other and just like going at it with each other, and then the last 10% was just like, oh, I need Ivan in my life. I really wish I saw more raw side of Ivan. I thought we saw a lot of Jasmine because obviously we're in her head, but I wish that Ivan would have opened up just a little bit more. Maria Zapata is great. I love this book. If you have not read it, please go read it because it's so good. Guys, I'm still really learning how to like make these types of book videos, so please bear with me as I'm learning of how to properly give a synopsis for any of these and trying to like actually speak, because sometimes it gets really hard. But yeah, so that's all I have for this video. Those are all the books I read in January. I told myself I was gonna finish Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which is the 4th book, by the end of January, but I have not. I am like 450-ish pages in and I'm still haven't finished it. It's like a 750 page book, but what can you do? It's a very big book and I get very bored of it really easily. So those are all the books I read. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more book content and vlogs and lifestyle and all that kind of stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out. I don't know why I did the whole hand thing. Anyway, bye.